And also, everyone thinks America is the United States when it's the Americas. It's all North and South.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's what I
So
was
we're,
telling Chief Toto last night.
we're all Americans.
Oh, did you have a discussion with Chito last night?
I trolled the crap out of Chief Toto.
Was he live?
Huh?
Was he live?
No, no, no.
Oh, comment.
Well, like I said, yesterday, I wanted to restream his new video, but like I said, my laptop is busted, and I have to wait to get my new one. And so I was like, how could I, like, I want Chief to make more videos. Like, I want him specifically to make more videos because he makes me laugh. So
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Let me just antagonize him. I was like, I made a quick video on StreamYards, pretending to be like this like really like ignorant gangster from East LA, and just going at it with him. Like I put the video up if you want to see it. It's on my channel. And he responded in the
Yeah.
most racially charged and threatening way you ever could. I hope he puts it on a video.
That's
All right.
funny.
Can we play it here? If I go to, is it a video or is it a live?
Well, I would suggest you play Total's video first so you can get the context, and then
We,
and then check out mine.
Mux and I watched Tuttle's most recent live last night. Uh, if I look at response to Chief Tuttle, gang, Stone Vet, that's what, would you like me to share that here now or?
If you want to play it, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. If you're watching this here, go to Yuri's channel next time he goes live and give him $1,000 super sticky. I'm not going to play demonetize the Unforgiven Yuri. Most recent video, which is a response to Chief Tuttle's most recent video as of last night. I don't know if he's done anything today yet or not, but here we go.
This is a special message to the piece of shit country cop. No sé qué trae ese güey que se cree. Who you think you are, este? I don't get it. You think you're all tough, este? Why? Why? Because you're in Ohio with your fucking militia on? Your militia ain't shit, home. Well, you don't care who crosses the country? What country, este? That's our country, este? We gonna cross the country? Nah, este, that's our country. We don't cross the border. The border crossed us, este. You're nothing more than a racista. What you like? What you like the Jewish people for, este? What, you cool with them now? You cool with them now? You cool with them? You think they cool with your militia with the KKK column? What you think? You think they're cool with that? You go fight in the Middle East, este? With your KKK and your big militia, cabrón? You gonna tell your lady to bring the KKK? You gonna call her? You gonna tell her, hey lady, go call the KKK for me. Don't you think you're all big and bad with your blue line flag? With your dispatch gang cabrón? You ain't nobody, isn't? What you think? You big tough guy with your fucking ROTC? Fucking
I try not to laugh
hey,
saying
what you gonna do
OTC.
with that sword, this thing? What you gonna do with that?
I'm sorry. Did somebody say something?
Yeah, I was saying that I did like 3 takes of that ROTC line because I
Yeah.
kept laughing every time I said ROTC. I was like, this is fucking ridiculous.
For anyone who's not familiar with Yuri, he does laugh a lot. He's he giggles like a girl. I mean, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Joey, he got triggered, man. I think YouTube deleted his comments. I didn't do nothing with him, but I think YouTube deleted all of
Yeah,
his
they
comments.
will. They will. They will. You got to watch what you say on YouTube. Will do that.
Yeah, because he went off. Well, I'll tell you what it is right now. Just finish listening to this because I
Yeah. I'll get back to it in just a second, but he struck me down successfully for making a comment about a certain issue around here. And so I'm thinking he's full of things you could strike down. Oddly, he was gone for 7 days. I was expecting him to be gone for 7 days, but he came back last night after 11 days. So maybe he thought about it, but last night's video didn't make it sound like he's really learned his lesson. So,
No, yeah, that's why I did this. That's why I did this because since he does not care, I want him to create another, bigoted, crazy video, and I just like that. I just listen. I pushed all the things that he is like super against. Like he was talking about how he doesn't care who crosses the border. So I made sure specifically I said that, I'm crossing the border.
Listen, everything you said is hilarious so far. I cannot believe that man actually thought that that was real. I can tell it's not real.
yeah.
Hilarious.
Right, should I
That's
continue?
great.
Okay. Here we go.
Store. Gonna open a champagne bottle? You ain't gonna do nothing, Eston. Can't do nothing. Because you gotta stay in Ohio with your big fucking worthless ass. How you gonna how you gonna do anything from Ohio, Eston? You can't do nothing. You ain't kicking up no stuff. This country belongs to us, Eston. We crossing? Nah. We taking what's ours. You can't take it back. We're gonna take it back piece by piece. Let's say we start over here in Cali. That's why you have to go to Ohio. Because you a scared ass fool. Why you scared? Why you scared, huh? I thought you ran the dope game. You ain't run no dope. You the dope. Hey, Este, stop talking about my fucking cousin Rafa, Este. My Rafa don't want nothing to do with your fucking Middle Eastern wars, Este. We keep it here. You come find me, Este. What? Oh, I have to go to Ohio? What, so you can tell your lady to call her boy this thing? It don't matter. We outnumber you. And we're getting more numbers. This thing. What are you gonna do? You can't stop us. We in your country. We're taking over, this thing. It's gonna hurt, this thing, when we come over. You're not gonna do nothing. The little flag is gonna stop us. We're gonna plant our own flag, yes, thing. And it's gonna be green, white, and red. Orale. Viva la raza. And you know what? It's catching you guys from the inside. Listen. You wanna know why? Because who else has a red, white, and green flag, cabrón? You don't think we clicked up with the fucking Italianos, cabrón. We Mexicalios. Italian Mexico. We crazy, yes, man. We're getting stronger. We're taking your best, home. We got some red on our side. They say he smoked a blunt with us, home. What you gonna do, eh? You got to cut. Toro, you ain't gonna do nothing, eh? What your little pictures of planes gonna do? What your little boat gonna do? What your little boat gonna do in Ohio, huh? Ain't gonna do nothing, eh? We're taking over. All the Mexicans coming over. What you gonna do, Chief Turtle? Little weak ass Chief Turtle? What you 6'4"? You're nothing but a 6'4" weakling scout. What you gonna do? Hmm? You tell your lady to call? You gonna get the militia, huh? We outnumber the militia, cabrón. We make more babies, cabrón. We make more babies in one day than you fucking lose militia members. It's plain and simple. Look at the math, okay? You're gonna stop thinking of the Middle East and start thinking about your ground. Because we coming. Yes, yeah, we coming. What you gonna do about it? Chief? You ain't no chief. You're fucking queef. You're queef turtle. You bitch ass turtle. This is La Raza Gang Gang. Response to the racista chief turtle. Chupapito, cabrón.
That was great.
And believe me, yesterday he was triggered. He came on and he left me. You know what? I think even though they got taken out by YouTube, I think I still have the comments on my actual email, so
Yeah.
I could tell you what he told me. Hang on, let me just pull him up. Because he went like he like just started going at it with me like out of nowhere. Hang on, wait a minute.
In the comments, right?
Yeah, in the comments, I'm hoping
Okay.
that he makes like my wish is that he makes a video.
I wonder if they're still there. Sort by newest first. Oh, Danny's there.
Sarge,
Yeah.
you know, all the comments that come out here in the StreamYard, I don't see them all on the YouTube page. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's interesting. So if I go to my, all right, make sure I mute it when I bring it up.
Like Nomad doesn't show up on YouTube.
Oh well, Nomad might be on my channel because I am restreaming this stream to my channel.
Oh, okay. So those are the ones that I don't see. Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah, those are my people. Yeah. So yeah,
I got you.
I don't want another glitch. No more glitches. I've had enough of glitches. Okay.
No. Just so you know, Sarge, I'm restreaming to my channel. Anybody who comes in that's going to my channel, I am not in control right now.
Right. They can comment and it comes up. I see it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I'm doing this so we can get some attention to old Sarge. I mean, I'm gonna be here. Might as well, right? You know, it doesn't hurt me none to restream. And if you haven't subbed to old Sarge, give him a sub and give him a like.
Well, that's nice. I'm not monetized, so it doesn't matter as long as Danny, Nerdy, and Nomad are watching. I don't care. I don't care if I have 10,000 more. As long as I got them, I'm good. Yeah, it looks like all the Chief Tuttle stuff's out of your chat, your comments currently.
Yeah, I got the. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna screenshot every one that I still have because I don't know if they'll erase after I watch it. But look, his first response when after I had the video up was, you and your people aren't going to take shit. Oh, and he's all like, oh, and we outnumber you 1,500 to 1. Welcome to Ohio. Like, what? What?
Yeah, Buckster and I watched it, and I, of course, it was on the 7-day running long stream, so it's probably gone now. But we were having fun with it too. Of course, nobody in the world's ever probably going to see it, but there's some distinct contradictions in his thinking and some flaws. He digresses even faster than Kaiser or me, for that matter, and he's talking about Marines on the ground in Israel. If you don't believe that, they're ready because the expeditionary force went to Haiti. I'm like, Haiti? Look at a map. Haiti's over here. Israel's over here. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, man?
I like how he pulled these numbers out of his ass, because it's like, I told him, I said we outnumber them and we make more babies than he loses people in his militia. So
Yeah, that's funny, right?
and his response to that is that we have 1,500 in Ohio. What? Oh, yeah. This dude was making me laugh. Look, and now I don't know what he was saying, but he was saying some really like charged up shit. So I guess YouTube was knocking off the stuff that he was putting that was really bad. So I don't know what responses he was putting, but I got this like maybe like 5 minutes after that first comment, and this is what I got. He says, "Why do you keep taking down my?" Oh, no, he says, "Why do you keep taking my comments down? I thought you were a tough guy. Essay. You can you can dish it, but you can't take it. Oh, and I grew up in Thousand Oaks."
That's funny.
So I know your pathetic area as well.
I've had people complain to me about me taking their comments down off of my videos, and I swear, to date, I've never deleted a comment on my videos. I
don't. I approve everything. If
Yeah.
like I have my settings put so that you could put anything you want. So he has to be putting things that YouTube doesn't like. And,
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
I'm in monetized settings, so it's possible that YouTube is moderating that.
They do. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I've written stuff down like the N word, and that doesn't come out sometimes, depending on how you say it.
Well, because of the complaints I've received for deleting their comments, I'm aware that when I make a comment on Tuttle or Kaiser or other places, and it goes away, it's not necessarily them deleting me. I mean, it could be, but because it's never nice. But I have a feeling YouTube has various reasons for taking them. I did learn early on that I can't put my email address in a comment. They delete that. They don't like us putting it.
Oh,
Yeah, you have to kind of like set it, put it in a way that's not exactly looking like an email, like
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way you can do it. Yeah, that's true.
Now, I watched for public safety, Chris and Tiffany, not religiously, but I see him keep talking about inviting Chris to come to Ohio and have some kind of battle royale or something. I'm thinking maybe I've missed something, but I've never seen Chris suggest some kind of fight, except for when he's responding to Tuttle. And it was basically Tuttle threatened to come out there. He says, he's like, I can come to you if you want, just send me your address. And then he's like, I won't send you my address. And he vaguely refers to a town in Ohio, Marin, which isn't really accurate.
Yeah, well, look, check this out. Look at this is the third comment that he left, and this just goes to show how bad the other messages were, because he put this: come to the country and try that. You will not leave here alive. that was the third comment.
Yeah. Uh, correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't you in the country? Not his country, but I mean,
Yeah, I'm in the country, of course, but
in a
I
rural
got,
area. Yeah.
like I said, I did antagonize them by saying, like, well, yeah, I know that the audio was kind of bad because I was doing it on my phone, but
Uh,
what I said was we didn't cross the border. The border crossed us.
Right, right.
and that's a very good historical, factually accurate point. I think
No,
Texas,
and
Arizona,
then
New
he said
Mexico, California were all Mexico at one time.
he said, and we're gonna take it state by state. I think that pissed him off. We're gonna get to Ohio.
I'm showing an unusually high viewer count, 16. That's high for me. I can't tell if they're viewing from Yuri's or not. But if you're new to me and you're wondering who this Yuri fellow is, Danny put his link in the chat. He is fun to watch. I highly recommend going over there. If you're over there, I don't highly recommend coming over here because we're kind of boring over here.
Wow, way to sell it. Way to sell your channel, sir.
I'm a great salesperson. So I guess the chat entries to have the link, they're actually on your channel, right? Oh, 19. Ooh, I'm about to break a new record here.
Keep it coming, guys. Keep it coming. Yeah. Well, if you want to participate in that chat, you could always just go to my channel and you can see the chat for yourself.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm doing is just rebroadcasting off of you. That's it.
Right. Take Indiana. I'd love to see more Mexican restaurants. I was starving like Marvin yesterday in D.C. and the folks in the panel were trying to Google Maps and find me a restaurant, and I was trying to hit a few different places. And one of the places that looked good, they had an American style menu, hamburgers, steak, stuff like that, and they had a Mexican style menu, tacos, quesadillas, enchiladas, but it was all in Spanish, and I didn't understand it. So I would have loved to ground beef.
You know what an enchilada is?
I know it. Oh, funny story. I know enchilada because I'm an American who eats Spanish food or Mexican food. I'm in the Navy, and I know what an enchilada is. And I go to Venezuela, and I want to get away from the people I've been putting up with the ship. So I watched where the crowd went, and I went in the other direction just to get some alone away time. I found myself in a local restaurant, and I don't understand anything on the menu. And so I see something that looks familiar. It's spelled similarly to enchilada. I'm like, I have dos, please. And the guy's looking, I'm like, dos? I'm like, si, dos. Okay. They came back with 2 salads. Enchilada.
Enchilada.
Yeah.
I got you. That's actually pretty good. That's good.
Yeah. And I'm afraid to order things in Spanish because I know I'm going to screw something up.
Well, I don't know what an enchilada is, but I don't eat a lot of. I maybe know what it looks like, but whatever.
Well, I think enchilada is Mexican cuisine, right? It's really not much. It's just a taquito. It's like the wet burrito of taquitos.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is.
I never would have ever explained it. That's well articulated.
Yeah, I mean that's
not lettuce and tomato and carrot.
See, but in Spanish we use different words. We'll call the same plate a different name, but it means the same thing.
Yeah, like we have different names for turkey, right? Like you guys call it something else. We call it guajolote.
It's pavo for us. Yeah.
Pavo, yeah.
Well, I know what polo is, but I was giving an example when I told my panel. I don't know what carnitas is. I don't know what polo is. I can't remember some of the other stuff. and one of
Carnitas, yeah. That's
my panel members
chopped up.
Googled carnitas. They
That's
started reading a small meat, and I'm like, oh, that's what she meant. She called me carnitas. I'm kidding.
It's pork, right? It's pork?
yeah, it's
Fried pork?
pulled
Yeah.
pork.
I
Okay.
got hung up on small meat.
Wow, you got insulted by that? You're like, how dare
No,
you, man?
I try to be funny, and we said it says small meat, and I said, oh, that's what she meant when she called me carnitas.
Yeah.
I was trying to be
You know, you know what, old Sarge, you need to go to the total school of making jokes.
I suck at being braggadocious, except for I am the center of the universe, and I've proven it. My girlfriend thinks you think you're the center of the universe, and I responded, I am absolutely the center of the universe. And she goes, you're going to have to explain yourself. I'm like, okay, the universe is infinite, right? So the distance to the edge of the universe that way
Puffy Mommy, I see you.
is the same as the edge of the universe that way. And that way, and that way. Whatever direction you go, the edge of the universe is the same distance. Therefore, I am the center.
There you go.
Okay. Puffy Mummy.
Yeah,
sign.
but Puffy Mummy is one of my supporters, and I just love saying Puffy Mummy. Puffy Mummy.
Just like saying it. Okay. Oh, Jam and Jet. For the longest time, Stone Vet was calling him Joan Jet. So I just had in my head this was a woman, a female. First time I heard Jam and Jet on a live, I'm like, that ain't no Joan. And RTL is back. Oh no, is David talking about his flat Earth again? No. Yeah, I'm a flat earther. What do you do when you get to the edge of the world? You fall off.
The guy that reports back to Kaiser thinks it's ridiculous that there's a flat Earth.
Yeah. In fact, I find real flat earthers and hollow earthers as somebody I disagree with.
Okay, we'll agree to disagree then.
Oh, okay. You one of them?
I don't know yet, man. I don't know. I still haven't seen a real picture of the Earth. That's just all I'll leave it at that.
I don't remember if it was you or not, but we've had quite interesting conversations on the People's Panel podcast TV, and people really have hard feelings whether they're a flat Earth or round Earth or hollow Earth. Actually, I
don't care. I don't care either way. I know that my feet are on the ground. I live here on Earth. I have no interest in going into outer space at all.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'm just going to suggest don't go to the edge and jump off because that isn't. Oh, all right. Shut up, Finkel.
I like where I'm at. I'll stay here. I'm good, man.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah.
Jerry told you to soon to find. I know. Shut the fuck up, Master Bader RTO. He never said you could talk yet. Oh, that's true. I didn't hear you permit him to talk.
He really shouldn't have any permission, but I'm also not a tyrant, so.
Yeah. He trolls your channel too, doesn't he?
Oh, relentlessly.
Yeah.
Relentlessly. He's like it makes it's almost I almost like as much as he comes on, he's starting to grow on me a little bit, like because it's like he never has anything new to offer except for some reason I'm the worst person in the world and Kaiser's the greatest person in the world for whatever reason. And nothing I do is fun and entertaining, but yet he is there for every minute of my life. So there has to be something there, right?
I kind of wonder. I have live streams with 3, 4, 2 people on. He comes over and spends a lot of time over here. I'm like, really? Don't you want a bigger audience? You should.
Yeah, I think he's developed Stockholm syndrome.
He's got what?
Stockholm.
Stockholm. Oh, where he falls in love with his
Yeah,
Chris?
his captors, your captor. Yeah.
I mean, technically, he's captured himself because he decided to put himself in this, in
Yeah.
this world. But I do believe that he's starting to. I think he likes it. I really do think he likes it.
Yeah, I think he likes the attention. Even when if a host gets mad at him, or if a host laughs at him, or a host just to kind of snicker, whatever the result, he likes the attention. He's apparently one of these loners that just absolutely have to have attention.
But I'm not going to judge him on that.
Well, I mean, yeah, but he will do anything for attention. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mean that as a negative thing. It's unfortunately there are people out there who have a hard time connecting, and they'll find a connection any way they can, which is actually the reason I wanted to do a 24/7 thing, so that people can anytime come up and connect. And
You had a good idea, and I don't think it's a lost cause, Sarge. I don't know why you're giving it up. I just think that you need to I would say, because this is all like brand new, right? Especially your channel is brand new to many people. Um, I would do a lot of restreams of, like, say, like, Stone Vet, things that are happening, and just like have people come and pay attention to it. Not
Mhm.
necessarily to take away from like all those other channels, but I mean you could have, like, and this is just an idea. I'm just spitballing here. Like, say Stone Vet, like he put up an hour live of like the old lies that Kaiser said, right?
Yeah.
Like I say, throw that back up. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he doesn't care how many views he gets on that, or you
That's
know what I
true.
mean? Because that's just him just rehashing all the information that he's already put out. And I'm sure he would love it if you rehash that information, and you could have that as little segments in between, while you're in between hosts and stuff like that. That would be like one thing. And
Yeah.
then another thing too, you could, like, see if you can't, like, remix some of the stuff that people make, like from, like, Shiz's live and my lives and stuff like that. Just get,
Oh,
like, little clips and just, like, remix them and put them in there in between.
I think a very well put together video is done by Shiz probably mid last year. It's called The Dark Side of the Tube.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I do. I've said it
very
before.
well
I
put
thought that was
together.
one of the best narratives on
Yeah.
the whole Ranger situation. Yeah.
Ah. Oh yeah, he runs back to the Kaiser's camp. Yeah, but I saw someone directed me to it, and oh no, he actually posted a video of him doing it. He gave Kaiser like $5 or something, and the super chat text was some guy named Dave Finkel says he's going to come audit your house. And Kaiser, I can't remember how he worded it, but he says, David Finkel. I'm like, wait a minute. The guy just told you Dave Finkel. That means Kaiser's paying attention to me. Because
Kaiser.
if he didn't know who I was and someone said, hey, Dave Finkel says he's going to do this, he would respond back with Dave Finkel. Because he said David Finkel, I'm like, oh, you know who I am, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Kaiser is consistently watching what other people are doing, what they're saying about him, and most importantly, how much more money people are getting over him. Like, that's the most important part for him. It's not so much
Yeah.
all the stuff that they're uncovering, the information. It's how much money are they making? And if you're making at any time, whether it be during the day, whether it be in the lifespan of your channel, or whether it be because you're selling more merch than him, he will focus on you, because to him, it's the money that counts. That's the only thing that counts to him. He that's the only thing he sees is the money. And if you hurt his money,
Yeah.
if you make more money than him, he will focus in on you.
Yeah, we were talking about that last night. one of their shticks is Kimmy will super chat him 5 or 10 or whatever.
Hey Jeff,
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. You see that guy? Downgraded Valor.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Jeff Appleby. He's one of Stone Vet's buddies. A real
Oh,
combat vet who got blown up in
okay.
yeah. I,
Yeah, I've seen him in some of its chats before. Okay.
if you don't know Old Sarge's channel, Jeff, if you look for him, we're actually in his StreamYards chat. So if you wanna come up, I suggest going to Old Sarge's channel, subbing, and then go on the StreamYards. Then come up, have a chat with us.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyone's welcome. By the way, there he is again. He can't quit me. I don't know if he's trying to be funny, but I don't know if he's in England or Australia. $300 is not very much. I mean, yeah, it's more than a meal out, but it's not. It's not retirement. Of course, you might be trying to be funny here. I don't know.
Or he's trying to like he thinks that because you did that like off a petty thing, right? To give me that
Oh,
the super chat. I guess he's trying to provoke it and then say, "See, Jerry, if it wasn't for me, then you wouldn't get super chats." Because that's more than likely what I think he's trying to do.
oh, okay.
Jerry, what it is if you cash that in and take it to Mexico, you're a millionaire, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Oh yeah,
pesos
no,
over
yeah,
there.
yeah.
How many pesos is that? I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, dude, I'm gonna go hire some coyotes to bring some people over. You hear that, Tuttle?
There you go. More. You're gonna bring more people in.
How dare you, dear mid? How dare you?
I may sneak some in from Puerto Rico.
I might have the characters wrong, but I think Lupe, Yuri, and Vegas VIPs on a live stream like this. I think I think Vegas VIPs and Yuri were on before Lupe comes up. Lupe comes up and she jokingly says, "Get that motherfucker off this screen." And then I hear Vegas VIP say, "Don't do it, don't do it." And jokingly, Yuri put him backstage. That poor VIP, he's such a pussy. He thought they were serious. He got all bent out of shape, and I'm sorry, just goofing off, you know.
Yeah, and the thing is that like everybody gets it. Everybody's in line to get goofed on. Like
Yeah.
I am no different. Like I get goofed on by other channels. Like sometimes they
Mhm.
prank on me too. You know what I mean? I don't. It's just the way of YouTube, right? And you roll with the punches. That's what makes it fun. Like when you get a chance, you make fun and you have fun. But like that's how you're supposed to be, and I think that's what separates us from like the Kaiser camp. The Kaiser camp is so full of misery. It's so
Yeah.
full of misery. People that are angry all the time. Oh, get rid of these auditors. We want to destroy them. And look at how they talk. They talk about destroying people and I wanna take your whole channel out and you know what I mean. And you see Kaiser's face is always in a constant frown. He can't even smile naturally. Like the guy can't even smile naturally.
Yeah. He did one of his celebration streams. In fact, celebration was in the stream, and that whole couple hours that he was on, he didn't smile once. I'm like, what kind of celebration is that, you sad motherfucker? Yeah, they're very unhappy people. Yeah, it sucks to be them, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't mute Jerry per Danny's instructions, but I don't know. We'll see how long it takes Jerry to figure out what I did do.
I'm not even looking. What did you
Oh,
do?
okay. I changed your name to I will mute him later, Danny.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. You
Uh,
are learning, young
I'm a
Tattoo.
I'm a goof edit name. Well, you came in as Yeerry.
Yeah. Or you could call me, the Mexican who got total pissed off last night.
Are you really from Mexico, or are you from one of those other Mexican countries?
Oh no, yeah, dude. No, yeah. That's it. No, I'm actually my dad's side of the family is Mexican, and my mom's side of the family is Salvadorian. So
That's right.
it's actually I'm actually a Romeo and Juliet story, if you know the rivalry between Mexico and Salvador. So there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, the first part of the story, not the ending. Hopefully.
Yeah, no ending. Not that ending did not happen.
I got a real good friend. He's from El Salvador. He's a poet. He's a pretty big dude, man.
Like big as in like
Yeah. He's got a doctorate and everything.
oh, okay, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny thing. In one of my regular 12-step meetings, there's a guy that's been there for years from El Salvador, and he often mentions his being from El Salvador. We had a guy who's relatively new come in, and one of his shares, he said, "I think I'm the only El Salvadorian here." I guess you had to be there. It was funny in person because every time the first guy, every time he shares, he says, "I'm so and so. I'm from El Salvador, and I'm an alcoholic." Every time. And so when the guy had been around long enough to have heard that, but he said, "I'm the only Salvadorian here," and we're like, "What? Really?" And in case you didn't know, there's all kinds of all nations, all.
Oh yeah.
Like in LA, where I grew up, at the time that I was growing up, it it was kind of like there was a lot of like, especially the area that I grew up, you kind of had to be a closeted, Central American, uh, in a sense, because you would get picked on if you mentioned that you had like Salvadorian, blood, or if you were Guatemalan, or like the Mexicans had a lot of pride at that time, like especially the ones that lived in the area that I lived. It was like, you know, Aztec blood or whatever, just a bunch of like, nonsense. Of course, that since has been like kind of like washed away, that kind of ignorance, But yeah, at the time growing up, I really wasn't like, I didn't know what to make of it, because I didn't see myself as different as the other kids. The
Right.
only thing I knew is that my grandpa sounded different than the other Mexicans in the area. That's it. But yeah, it was kind of volatile for a little bit there, but yeah, it kind of died out once I got into my teen years.
The religion.
What?
No, he's there. He's there.
Okay. KFARs and Kaiser's mobs are just like them idiots and cowards. Oh, I'm missing part of the chat here. Let me come up here a ways. They're all older, welfare title, low IQ folks who haven't or won't even get any further in life. They've peaked in life and being Kaiser chat and sometimes covering recognized him with super chats. Oh, okay. They it's a symbiotic relationship. They like him calling their name out like little kids, I hope she calls my name out when she does. I see Mikey and I see Joey and I see Susie, little kids all over the country, like, oh, I hope she calls out my name. These guys are just like that. And to make sure they get noticed, they give, $2, $3, $5, sometimes $50 chats. Actually, RTL, I didn't look to verify, but RTL claimed one guy or one poster gave 7 $200 chats, super chats. I don't know.
Okay,
Now,
Ratchet. I got your
if
name,
I just
Ratchet.
saw what I did with you or what I did with Stone Vet, he gets all bent off. Well, these fuckers are giving him money. But, when RTL told me that someone did it, I'm like, oh, well, yeah, it's probably, it could be that sock puppet they have, which is silly. Which gives me back to what I was talking about earlier. Kimmy will super chat her husband whether it's $10, $20, $5, whatever it is. Why would a couple do that when, if I'm across the room and I want you to have $5 and you're my partner, I'll give you $5. If I send it through YouTube, I'm losing $2.
Right.
Why would I spend $2 to send $5 and the recipient only gets $3? That doesn't make good family budget sense,
It's what they're doing is the monkey see monkey do. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, it encourages others to donate. Yeah,
that's all that is. She pumps out those super chats to get people in that like, super chats are coming out. Okay, well I gotta send my $2 or whatever. And you know what? To some degree, it is a it is a very an effective marketing trick, because even sometimes like when things are flowing, and I'm not saying anything because like supporting Stone Vet is fine, you know what I mean, but even when things are happening in a good flow and like Stone Vets, it's like you can't help it, you know what I mean, like you're just like, yeah, you know what, I want to get in on this, like I want to, and it's even more rewarding when the person who receives the super chat has something cool to go along with that. And I think Stone Vet does a good thing. Like I'm not necessarily with the opinion that it's tedious when he does his little like like calling in for the airstrike or whatever. I like it. Yeah. I'm okay with it. I can listen to him do airstrikes all night. It's fine.
The first time he used those sound effects, it was the machine gun. I had my volume up pretty loud, and when he played that, I started to like, oh wait, that's just, that was good. I'm glad I was in the chat. I wasn't up on stage. I was like, what the hell's that?
I actually, the thing that I like more than just the sound effects is his own arguments that he has with the people who gave him a super chat. You know that Joey wants in on the hit. Damn it, Joey! You can't make it this round. But you know what? Go ahead. There's room in you. Like that. That makes me laugh because I'm just like, were these like real arguments that he had?
Right.
Like, is he reliving something right now?
Yeah. Also, RTL. That's right. RTL spent $5 to warn Kaiser that Dave Finkel was going to audit his house. I can't remember how I articulated, but basically, Oklahoma is a long ways from where I'm at, and I have no business in Oklahoma. I'm not necessarily planning a trip out there, but if I was out there, I would. What are the chances of me actually doing that? Pretty low. What are the chances of me going to Bluefield, Virginia? Pretty damn good. So, but yeah, Kaiser took it as like I'm threatening him. And his response was something about me living in my mom's basement. I'm in Virginia. My mom's in New York. But the last person who mentioned a single address, one address.
Bluefield is like 26 minutes from here. From my house. I could go spy on somebody.
Well, I don't really want to spy. I just want to.
No, I know.
You hate people with the camera? Here I am with a camera. Do something about it,
I mean,
he takes it as a threat. He takes it as a threat.
I'm in Oklahoma City, so I'm not that far.
Both Kaiser and Tuttle take this as a threat. Kaiser claims to be a gunsmith. Tuttle claims to be an ex-cop. I believe he actually is an ex-cop. Tell me what's going to hurt more, this or the gun? And I'm sorry, I got a little pissed off about that, but really, you're going to take that as a threat. You know why you take that as a threat, Kaiser? Because that is how you think. Coming by with a camera is not scary. Yeah. There's nothing scary about a goddamn camera unless you're doing something wrong.
Right.
Tuttle's going to tase them or shoot them or punch them. I'm like, I get it. We're annoying. We're not a threat. But if someone suggests a single address and Kaiser's responsive, if something happens to my mother, I'm coming to Utah and putting your head on a pike. Wait a minute. He mentioned one address and you're worried about your mama. Guess what we just confirmed where you live, motherfucker? at your mama's.
Oh, is he? So
He
Bree,
doesn't think these things through.
Bree, you're certain that he's gonna show up to Kaiser's chat or Kaiser's show?
Who says that?
Bree. Look at
Bree.
Bree's comment. Highlight Bree's comment. Bree. BRE.
Bree. Danny, Ratchet, Joey. Oh, Bree. Okay, let me see. Bree. Oh, the Dio guy was in Kaiser's chat after talking about Kaiser and JJ going on. Is that what you're talking about? I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, cool. They were going on and on about it the other night. What was my point? Yeah. Am I going to Bethany, which is just where Kaiser lives, just about a block south of the Oklahoma City corporate line? That's as close to doxing as I'm going to get. The odds of me actually going there are very slim. And the reason the odds are slim has nothing to do with me being afraid or unable to get out of my mommy's basement. By the way, the house doesn't have a basement. Kaiser's not living in his mom's basement. It looks like it's probably at the garage, or at least that's where his studio is, because the cars are.
Or like Jeff puts it, what did he call it? Jeff, what did you call it? I can't like it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember right now. He'll tell it. He'll say it right now. Jeff, what did you call it? Something like her rec room or something like that. Her craft room.
I don't know. Okay, we have to keep re-explaining ourselves. One channel is re-streaming this from this channel, and when people chat there, we can see it on the panel, but the people in my channel can't see it in Yuri's re-streaming. So Bree is in Yuri's chat. You're in my chat. You're slow-witted, and you haven't figured that out yet. We've only mentioned it, 2 or 3 times now? I guess the attention span's kind of low. All right.
Hey, Danny, could you do me a favor? Could you get the StreamYard link from here and put it on and pin it on my chat, please? If you can, please.
Oh, you're asking that of. Didn't you want me to go over to your chat and post it?
No, if Danny can do it because she's a moderator. You wouldn't be able to post it.
Okay. I was going to say she already knows this channel, and so does RTL, who's yet come up and actually try to articulate things live. He has to Google something, and I think that's why he missed the 2 or 3 times we've mentioned that we have 2 different chats going on. Is because he's off trying to Google something, like Stephen Nolan, Alexandria, Virginia. He's there by this elementary school. And he comes back over. He totally missed it, Yeah. Yes, I said Stephen Nolan. So what? Oh, yes. For those of you, actually, so you can't see. Okay. I get confused too. In Yuri's channel, there's a little $sign at the bottom. If you click that, you can buy super chats, sticky chats, memberships, whatever.
I still can't do memberships. I don't know how to do that. I still need somebody to do that.
Okay, so you don't have memberships. In my chat, you don't. So if you're confused about which chat you're on, the one without the $sign button, that's mine.
Danny,
Dr. Cock that's an actual. Okay, Dr. Cock McLunk. Now I'm putting it together. Okay, downgraded Valor is Doctor. Welcome.
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Groovy.
Thanks for having me up. I just wanted to say I don't think it's the garage because you can see the background that it's not like a finished garage, but there's also pictures
That's good
of his.
You're kind of breaking up there.
The day when he's streaming, and you can look at hold on.
Jeff, you're roboting pretty hard, man.
I was getting a call.
He's getting a phone call.
Oh, you're on
Yeah,
okay.
I hit the fuck you button. But
I didn't know it was called that. Okay.
there,
You have a good point.
yeah.
It's a very finished
Well,
room he's in, but it's unlikely a garage. But it's not a basement because there is no basement. It's
yeah, but also there's pictures like of his mom's house with like different times of day and literally compare their level of autism that's on the internet. It's insane. So
yeah.
then they compare like the time of day to how the sun reflection is hitting the room. And
Oh,
like they've had it, like they know exactly which room he streams in.
oh, wow. So there's some better
Yeah.
sleuths out there than me for sure. Uh, one thing that I noticed, I think it was Stone Vet that brought it to my attention, not me directly, but on one of his streams. When Kaiser live streams late at night, he talks very quietly.
Because he doesn't want to wake his mommy.
He doesn't want to wake mommy up. Yeah.
Yeah, unlike me, that I'm always yelling.
Pardon?
I mean, like, oh, what was that, Yeri? You're screaming and like far away.
Yeah. Unlike me, that I'm like fucking carrying on. Like I don't got anybody else living with me, which I don't, which sucks. I'm very lonely.
Right? Like, I try to keep it quiet once like the little one goes to bed, but other than that, I don't give a fuck. I mean,
Dave, Joy, take it easy, buddy.
Back room left side of the Jerry really spread his legs after he. Oh, come on, RTO.
I mean, I'll do it for less than that if that's what you're looking for, RTO.
I mean, seriously, that RTO. Give me
What are you, fucking cheap?
Oh,
No, the data collection agency is here. Everybody, keep your reactions to yourselves.
hey, were you monetized before the new year, or are you just recently monetized?
I recently just got monetized.
Okay, so I was curious if you might not know, money that comes into you from YouTube, is that 1099? Do you get a tax form on it? I'm wondering if Fraser's ready for his taxes.
No, he already said that because he was, of course, like putting it out about Chris. He was like, I've already got my 1099.
Okay.
I don't know why Chris hasn't turned his in. So I'm hoping now that he got his 1099, Alabama, right? That's where his pending 5 charges are.
All right. Oh.
Is that where it's from? Is whatever state it is, whether it be Alabama? I know it's not in Oklahoma. That's like, but I'm hoping the public defender's office fucking does his income and then he loses his public defender and has to pay for private counsel being over the income limit.
Yes, I'm gonna let me know when he's live again. I'm gonna send him $300. Should I go 500? How much should I give him to use as public defender?
I don't know. You'd actually have to look at what the income limits are, but it can't be that high because he has no dependents. So it's literally like, you know what I mean? And he has no expenses because he lives at his.
Yeah, so he's like in that like
variables.
Under 40.
There he is.
I misclicked somewhere. Oh, I think I accidentally took Dr. Cock McBall's when somebody else was trying to join.
You can kick me.
No, I didn't. No, I can host up to 9.
Oh, okay.
I think you could do 10. 10.
Yeah. 10 seats is my max.
Let's play musical chairs.
But yeah, I mean, Alabama's probably a pretty poor place too. So you would have to know like the county he's at, and then you can figure out the income limits for public defenders.
Yeah.
That would be pretty freaking hilarious, to be honest. And I think that's why he like makes such a big deal about Auditor Jesus getting food stamps and stuff, because he tried and he was denied because he doesn't have like any reason or
Well,
like, you
yeah.
know what I mean? No offsetting dependence, so his income is definitely over the limit for that shit.
Why do
And
people?
I'm not
Well,
saying that you may not be correct, USMC, but I doubt that he's still getting any kind of VA benefits. I don't think he is.
And honestly, I don't even know if he was getting a VA benefit, because once like post 9/11, you get 5 years of like VA coverage that you're entitled to. And since he got hurt and kicked out, like, so he was probably entitled to that 5 years, and that's why his ID card never got updated. It's why he only has that old ID card that clearly doesn't state Purple Heart on it. But
I see I miss Matt Short still in the chat. He would. I'm very limited in my knowledge about the VA, other than they backed my home loan and they let me go to the vet center for counseling. I don't have any other benefits, but that $700 figure seems like an awful lot for an E1.
it does, but that it doesn't go off of rank. Everyone gets paid like for disability. It goes off of an E5, and then the only
they're all talking about I'm 10% or 40% or 80%.
yeah.
And I thought that meant based on their base pay. If I'm 40% as an E5, I would be.
No, that the percentage is like your rated disabilities, and then the only reason that number actually matters is because you're trying to get up to 100. But VA math is so unbelievably like autistic, like, because I'm rated, you add them all up, I'm like, I think close to 300%.
Wow.
But that's nothing though, because I was, up until I got this, I was at 60%. But if you added them all up, I was closer to like 200. But they do up like your biggest percentage, and then after that, it's that the next rating, the next largest rating. So say like you're 70, so that 70% goes away. You have the 30% left, and then your next biggest rating is 10%. It only takes 10% of that 30%. So then like it's a much smaller percentage, and it just keeps going and going, and like you got to add them up that way. It basically, they do it in the best way they can to put themselves at the advantage.
Okay. 81 USMC 2831. I don't know if it's his mom or not, but somebody did type a fake rewards letter. We were comparing it on Sylvet was comparing it to a real one, and I was looking at the example online, and it's different enough. You could tell it's an amateur attempt. I don't know if it was Kimmy, him, his mom, but definitely a fake rewards letter. Right down to the formatting of the signature block. It was a swing and a miss, as they say.
Yeah.
It was a Word document.
Like nobody can see that printer right behind them. Like, dude, like the printer's right there.
Oh.
But it wasn't even a real piece of paper, so you didn't need to print it. It was a digital file, wasn't it? Like a digital document that he posted, or did he post a picture of the printed out piece of paper for some reason?
Now I can't remember if it was a PDF or a digital picture, or I can't remember, but the real example had a different title in the signature block, and actually the memo line was different.
Oh, yeah, like Josh showed a bunch, like, because he showed mine as well. There was no background to it. It wasn't formatted right. It was for a different county. Like the spacing was wrong. The indentation, everything that could be wrong with a fake document was wrong with it. Like,
okay.
And what, like, what would really be nice is that's like faking federal paperwork. So there could also be some criminal aspect to that as well.
Hmm.
Hey,
Because I know
Jeff.
Don Shipley talks about it all the time in his videos when the guys call. They Google like how to get a fake DD-214, and it leads them to his website, and they're not smart enough to know that he's showing terrible examples of fake documentation that he
Right.
got
Yeah.
and his like thing of outing people. And then they call him and ask him to make the documents, and he's like, what? You clearly didn't read either. I can see how like you didn't make it to selection.
Hey, but Jeff, why the show should he show documentation? You know?
My show, should I?
Exactly.
Nicely worded. Now, I got my law degree from the graffiti on an outhouse, so I don't know if my thinking is accurate. I would think that if I typed up a DD-214 or a fake rewards letter and held it up or whatever, I don't know, would that be a crime if I'm not actually using it to get some kind of benefit or, if I'm just trying to impress whoever in my audience. I'm not sure if that would be considered a crime, but yeah, definitely forging a federal document and using it. Of course, again, my law degree comes from the outhouse graffiti, so I don't know.
Right. I don't know either, but he is using it to like help his stolen valor claims as well. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Now he is monetized from his lies about his valor, so I would consider that a crime because, if I'm grifting for $200 super chats because I'm a 2 Purple Heart winning staff sergeant with 13 years of active service, I think that's kind of stolen valor that bothers me. The kind that doesn't bother me is the idiot who parks at the reserve for veterans parking spot at Mission Barbecue, or the
But like so many dudes trying to like get clout off of calling those people out in the parking lot. Like it's
there is a 7-Eleven and somebody's dog is pissed.
Yeah, those are Malinois playing with each other. Actually, that's how they play.
I tend to be a real sucker when it comes to people, wanting a little help. So I encounter this guy a lot because he knows if he asks me for $1, I'll give him 5 or whatever. But he claims to be a 6-star general. He lives behind the 7-Eleven. He's homeless and he's panhandling. So there's no way in hell that he's any kind of retired officer because we all know there's no such thing as a 6-star general. But I let him tell his little stolen valor bullshit. I give him, a couple dollars or $5, and I'm sure it's not going to be coffee. It's going to be beer or whatever, and I go about my way. That doesn't bother me. That just tells me there's something wrong up here with him. So I don't hate on him for that. But if someone forges a 214 and manages to get a secured VA loan, I got a problem with that.
Right.
Or if he's monetizing on YouTube channel based on that lie, I got a problem with that. My real problem with Kaiser is he's a murderer. There's a million stolen valors out there, and they're kind of fun to watch on Master Sergeant's channel. But what really bothers me is the murder.
Yeah, but he's probably not.
Everybody.
He'll never get any time for that. It's too far gone now. They don't like. He's not going. He'll get time for the like.
Well, so we'll make
felonies. But that murder, he got away with it. Like, unless he fucks up and like, because he was all fucked up that one night, and then he started talking crazy about seeing people's brains fall out of their skull and shit.
Yeah. I think it's people catching him on recorded panels and stuff is why he will not come interview on someone else's channel now. He stays in his little controlled corner of the internet where he controls the conversation. I think he's learned his lesson either through lawyers or just from being bitten too many times. He won't come on to Ariels or Yuri's or Cock McBalls any of our channels to be interviewed, to have an honest two-way conversation, because he knows he's going to fuck up and get himself in trouble.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sorry,
that's why like I'm so happy that he decided to tell all of his lies on my first few streams, because there's no way he's taking that back. Like all those first few
Shut
lies that
up.
he told are forever stuck on my streams.
Yeah.
Not you, my dogs.
I
No,
kind
it's
of
fine,
figured,
Jess.
but I've been
That's not
told
the
to shut
first
up
time someone
before.
talks to me like that.
Oh, I didn't do
And
that.
I know someone with like a bigger channel than Larry, the DUI guy. Like, I have a wrench on like their channel, and I'm reaching out to them. So, another lawyer. I don't know if said that at the beginning. Like, so I know another YouTube lawyer. He does. Um, he's from Florida, works for private counsel for a company,
Yeah.
and then he also runs his channel.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Right now, he's in Korea,
Oh,
and
see the
he's
one.
been covering like the Great Weeb Wars and Disney and shit. But I sent him a message today, so we'll see what he says.
Yeah.
My mind kind of wanders. I was just thinking, there's a YouTube channel out there called Auditing Reno 911, and I'd never heard of him. I still haven't watched any of his stuff, but Kaiser was restreaming Tommy Kruger's work on critiquing this guy, and Kaiser paused it and he commented, "Nobody's ever going to watch your little piece of shit channel." And it got me curious. This is shortly after his celebration hitting so many subscriptions. And so I pulled up the channel they're talking about. Kaiser's in the vicinity of 75, 7,600. This guy's got over 14,000. I don't know him, so I don't know if I like him or hate him or indifferent to him. But it's funny how Kaiser will make comments like that when he's still under him. I don't get that.
Yeah.
And I also don't get why people like Kaiser or anybody of any income level actually wants to make fun of somebody on food stamps. I don't currently qualify, and I haven't for a long time, but when I did qualify, I was active duty. I was married and I had kids, and my wife wouldn't work. So what is wrong with qualifying for food stamps? I don't get it, because people need that help, especially low-ranked military. But they take it as a way to insult people. Well, they don't call it food stamps anymore. They call it the credit card.
That's just a testament to Kaiser's hackiness and his
Yeah.
inability to create anything that's remotely, entertaining. He always
Exactly.
looks for the lowest hanging fruit. He tries to shame people on things that he has no business even trying to shame people on. But it's because he's got no imagination whatsoever. That's why he continues to use the same Big Bag Patrol made intro, the same Falcax, created drops, because he simply cannot create anything. Like I said, Kaiser sucks at everything.
Kaiser can clip whatever he wants. It doesn't change who he is.
Like Kaiser, the reason I was able to super chat Stone Vet and Yuri is because I cashed in my food stamps. I get food stamps and then I sell them for a profit.
Oh shit!
Clip that bitch.
Wait, how do you sell them for a profit?
I have no
You can
fucking
sell it for a
idea.
profit.
I was gonna say, I think the going rate is like half.
When I did EBT, that's it. They're called EBT cards.
Who are you
When I
balancing?
qualified as an E4 in the Army and as an E4 in the Navy, it was a book of like fake money. It was they had $1, $5. I can't remember the denominations, but it wasn't real U.S. dollars. But it was paper
Yeah.
that you pull out of the clipboard and you
Yeah, I
make
remember
whatever
those booklets.
purchases. And if I remember correctly, I think you got change in currency. If it was like, if you're buying something for $4.50 and you had a $5 coupon, I think they'd give you 50 cents back.
Yes.
I don't remember. It's been a million years. Now they got these EBT cards. You just swipe like a credit card or a bank card, so it's exact change. You don't get the cash back. But yeah, how do you sell it for profit? I don't know. When I was in middle school, I sold my lunch money for cigarettes. So. I mean, use my lunch money for cigarettes. So, yeah.
Bree, I love the Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia constitutional lawyer on YouTube, and then the lawyer I also know who that is, but I was more asking if it was her comment was related to the person that I was talking about, or if it was about the lawyer Zach or whatever.
I'm going to step away just for a minute. Please don't porn bomb me while I'm gone, but I will be back.
No, we're just gonna collect a lot of reaction data, so don't worry.
And as long as it's not legal eagle, like, or Nick Rekieta is really fallen off lately.
Oh man, dude, that guy is on something else lately, bro.
We need to go back to unbreaded Nick, but
Yeah.
now he's like, I just want to wear the baldo and touch myself while this black guy plows my life.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. Although, Nate the lawyer, I really like his stuff, man.
I love Sean. He's from Ohio, potentially criminal. He's like pretty much
Yeah.
him and Andrew. Why can't I even think of Andrew's channel right now? Legal Mindset. They basically like stepped up and taken like where Nick left off.
I haven't seen them, but I guess I'll give him a shot because Nick did fall off sick.
Yeah, potentially criminal. He's like this big fat guy, and like, but he's hilarious, and then also an actual practicing attorney, so he has experience. And I was watching him like 2 days ago, I think, and he was basically just ranting on all these true crime idiots that are writing letters to the judge in the Delphi case and are like basically pulling themselves into the case, having no idea what they're in store for.
Yeah, that's the thing about true crime, man. It's like it really is a thing about like reporting like things when they've already happened. Like trying to do that breaking shit or trying to be on top of it, like on the latest things. You really put yourself too close to things where you could really, fuck shit
They
up.
went further than that, because then they were giving like lawyers in the case bad information to prove their theory that they were like acting like unethically. And then they wrote a letter to the judge saying that they like conspired with other true crime channels to do this and are like literally meddling in the case. And then in their letter to the judge, they wrote it as if they were writing like a declaration, and like I swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and like presenting themselves as experts. Meanwhile, they're doing third party communication, only sending letters to the judge, not the other lawyers, and all this nonsense. But like meanwhile, like mentioning their channel about 4 or 5 times. Their
Whoa, you got crazy.
their subscriber count, and then like signed it. It's like the signature block said CEO, and that was it. And then they signed it. But oh no, they didn't even sign it. They just typed their name. It's so stupid.
They're trying to tag. They're trying to tag people.
Yeah, exactly. But like basically admitting to conspiring to like fuck with the investigation
Hey,
because
Mo.
they're retarded.
Yeah, it, people should not be that involved. Like, you just watch and report, and I mean, if like with all the other cases, all the big cases, what do they do? They just like they Monday quarterback that shit. That's all really you could do. I don't know why Brett Troop is trying to get so involved into that shit like that.
Yeah, like current cases haven't gone to trial yet, still like in the discovery phase, and then they're just going to end up, you know, either letting a innocent person get free on appeal or like get somebody who is innocent or a guilty person freed or somebody that's innocent locked up playing these games, much like the guy that was just on Joe Rogan and then like had convinced the Innocence Project that he had changed. Meanwhile, he was still like a Bloods gang leader in New York. And like days after being on Joe Rogan, went and killed like some dude who happened to have like the machine for pressing kilos of cocaine in his house, but somehow no cocaine, and is on video leaving the apartment in different disguises, some a dress, a wig, white face,
Yeah.
and you know, trying to get
That's
away with this shit. So
well, mechanics. This is my day off, so I'm taking this time to not only restream for you guys because I love you guys and I want you guys to have a fun time while you're waiting for Stone Vet to come back on, but I have to clean my house, so I'm cleaning while I'm on this stream. So it just goes to show how much work I want to put in for you guys. Is that I'll be I will fix this place while I'm streaming. The things that I do to sacrifice for you guys, just it's incredible.
doing the work, the Lord's work.
Which we all know is a crock of shit.
I thought about stealing some of those clips, but then I thought, no, that's other people's work. I'll stick to my West Wing clips or stuff. But yeah, there's some good ones out there. Why the Shell Should I? Be Called. Oh,
Mechanics, I live alone. I told you, I live alone, man. I'm very lonely. I'm sad. As you can hear the echo, and my dogs ain't here because they were sent to go train because they're bad dogs. So now I don't even have my dogs to keep me company, and it's actually kind of freeing that they're not here. I'm actually gonna get to clean here, and I really should. But it's a house by itself with nobody. Like it really sucks.
I'd really love for Kaiser to get that Rottweiler he's grifting off of, just to see him get punked.
that's another one. Fuck around, find out. um, I want to wrap it up at around 3 hours, as I'm trying to indicate in this. I don't want to break up the conversation if you guys want to keep talking. I just want to keep my streams at around 3 hours because they're easier to go back through. If folks want, I can open up a new stream, but I don't know if I'm over explaining it.
You're over explaining it.
I'm over
Just a
explaining
little
it.
bit. You're good.
We're at 2:47 now. A few minutes late, not a big deal. But if we do wrap it up, I would like to shout out anyone's got upcoming shows, and one that I do know is coming up at. I'm going to present, share screen. I kind of suck at this. Stonevet's much better at tonight at 1700 Eastern time. Do the math, what that means in your time. Master Retard's doing Throat Punch Thursday. Does anyone know of any others that we should plug?
No.
Not really. I might. And I was thinking about doing this. I don't know if you want to do this. If you're gonna end at 3, like if you end, you're gonna end my stream. So I could restart a stream, and then you can come to mine and then restream
Okay.
your stream the same way you're doing here.
Okay. If you want to do that. Okay, we're about to break up here in the next few minutes, and we're going to come over here. And this live stream, not the one that's currently up. Oh, now people are going to think I'm some kind of demonic. That's Yuri. That's not David. In case anyone wants to know. But okay, that sounds like a great idea. If we break up here in the next few minutes, we'll go back over to Yuri's channel. Anybody else have a show coming up that I should plug? I got Master Sergeant and I got Yuri. Anybody know when Geraldo's coming back up?
I think he's doing something tomorrow. If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
it's Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays is that one.
Okay, I didn't pick up on that algorithm yet. The THC algorithm. Okay. All right. Then that's enough for plugging. Stop sharing. All right. And I guess we'll wrap it up and we'll huddle over there at Yuri's place.
Everybody who's on my channel right now, just wait 1 second. New live will come right up.
You got real. What we got here? Coffee. You got real muffled there, Yuri. I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Yeah, because I was eating something. Right
Cafe
now,
Loreno.
to my people who are in my channel, once the stream goes down, a new one is gonna pop right back up. So don't worry, don't go anywhere. We're coming back.
All right. And for people on my channel, when I log off, go to Yuri's because bitches, I ain't never coming back. I'm kidding. All right. Oh, you know what? I'll plug the link in case you want to go to Yuri's and don't know where that is from the picture. This is for those of you who can't follow a picture, like me. All right. In that case, I'm going to say cheerio and
Right.
see you at Yuri's.
Later.
End stream in 3, 2, 1. Goodbye.